In 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
Now Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Gibson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray now. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the 38, Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Rolling to his right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Murray steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And that's complete to Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Zaven Collins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got it. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got it to Gibson. Gibson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action now. Prescott uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a second down and 6. Gibson again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mike's 50.
On first down, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Gibson on the read option. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flushed out. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better. And
that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Shrugs him off. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL.
Player